Hi, everybody. My name is Hannah Moon. This is Meditations for Beginners. So, this segment, I want to do a bit on falling asleep during meditation. We all have done it. I still do it sometimes. And let me just talk to you about it for a little bit so that it's not such a thing that you have to feel bad about or you're confused about. See if I can help you shed some light. So, a couple of tips I can give you, and we'll do a meditation or short one right after this. Um, if you have time in the morning, I would recommend doing it in the morning rather than evening because you're starting the day, you're awake. And if you do it in the evening, tendencies you'll probably be tired, more tired. But if that's not true for you, then just ignore this. The other one is if you do it with your eyes closed and you keep falling asleep, see if you can open your eyes, just not really wide, but just have them slightly open with a soft gaze, looking at something, maybe a fixed object, maybe 2 or 3 feet in front of you, and just gently focus on that object. You can try that, and if that still doesn't work, you can actually stand up and meditate. You can meditate in any kind of position, really. So why not stand up? So you can stand up, and I've done that a few times because I just wouldn't stay awake. Um, the other thing is if you want to lie down, if you really, really want to lie down, but you're afraid that you will fall asleep, you can try putting your hands up. So if you're lying down, your arms are resting on your elbows and just have your hands up. So when you start to kind of doze off, your hands will fall down and you'll wake yourself up. And so that will give you sort of a marker. That's a little tip. And when you are meditating, whether you're doing a guided, if you're not doing a guided, try to make it as specific as possible. And I will lead you through a 2 or 3 minute meditation after this. Focusing on your hand, for example, like get real specific, not just think of, oh, it's my hand, but think about maybe the air on top of your hand, or maybe the air between your fingers, or the sensations on the tips of your fingers, or maybe the tip of your right thumb. And maybe you just want to think about the tip of your right thumb the entire time. You can get real specific. And for me, I've noticed that the more specific I am, the less bored I get, and my attention stays focused. So that's a tip as well. And do something that actually interests you. Maybe you like to use imagery. Maybe you like to think of colors in your body, or maybe a ray, a white light connecting your head to the sky, or you can, maybe you're lying down in like a different world. I mean, whatever works for you, that go with that and see if that helps. Now, if all of that really doesn't work, I'm going to suggest that maybe you just need to sleep. Maybe you're tired. Maybe your mental energy, you just need to rest. So think about that. Maybe you need to reevaluate your schedule, your day, and see if you're getting enough sleep, and see if maybe also your diet, maybe certain foods make you sleepier, less alert. So just kind of notice what is around you and what you're consuming, and figure it out step by step. It's kind of like a little puzzle. All right, so let's go ahead and do a short meditation. We'll do about like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. So you could be lying down if you want, any of those positions, sitting down on a cushion, sitting down on a chair. If you sit down on a chair, just make sure the bottoms of your feet are flat on the ground to give you an upright posture. Okay? So get into your position. As you listen to that bell, and it may be fuzzing out through Zoom as it does. Let your eyes close if that feels good for you. Or if you know right away that you like to keep them slightly open, have them fixed softly on a still object about 2 or 3 feet in front of you. And notice your legs. Notice your feet. Notice where you're making contact with your seat or wherever your body is making contact with whatever is supporting you. Can you make that contact point a little deeper? Let your body feel a little heavier, as if the gravity is just pulling you down a little bit more, relaxing your muscles. And let's bring your attention to your hands, specifically to your left hand. Bring your attention to your left thumb, the tip of your left thumb. Noticing any sensations right there on the very tip of your left thumb. And let your awareness travel down that thumb into the space between your thumb and your index finger on your left hand, that divot where you hold a pencil. Notice if you feel any sensations there, any buzzing, maybe any vibration. Maybe you see a color or you feel a texture. Just let your senses open up and be with that part of your body. And then now let's shift. Now let's jump to your left middle finger. How about the tip of that finger? Noticing any sensations that may be there or may not be there. And if they're not, notice that too. It's not about feeling as much as we can. It's about letting whatever is there to be there, right? We're not judging it. We're letting ourselves just be as we are. We're just paying closer attention to it right now. Now let's go skip to our right hand. Noticing our right pinky. The tip of our pinky on the right side. Any sensations on the tip. And jump to the middle finger of your right hand, and then to the tip of that finger. Let's go to the palm of your right hand. What is the temperature like? Maybe your hand is resting on your lap. Is there any heat being generated between your lap or your leg and your palm? Any sensations of throbbing or pulsating? Do you see colors? Do you feel colors, textures? It's okay to let your imagination open up. And then now notice your chest. Notice the way you're breathing. And this will be the last thing that we do before we end this meditation. Just notice how you're breathing, how your chest is rising and falling. And since we did talk about sleepiness, this segment, notice your sense of alertness within you. If you were to rate it, I guess, 1 to 5, 1 being very, very sleepy, where would you be right now? Just notice it. You don't have to grade yourself or try to fix it. Just notice it. This practice is a constant adjusting, constant tweaking, and it totally depends on the day you're having, the way your body is feeling, what hormones or whatever is going through your body. It all matters. So there is not a one size fits all, one size fits every moment. It's moment to moment, really. So with that, knowing that, you can bring compassion towards yourself, because there is no perfect way to do this. But a perfect approach would be to allow yourself to accept whatever is happening with kindness instead of like a judging quality. So right now, just let your chest open up and maybe create a little bit of a smile and a sense of gratitude that you came here just for a few minutes out of your day. Take a couple of deep breaths. Letting yourself enjoy that breath. Go ahead and ring the bell. And as you hear the bell fade, you can start to bring movement to your body now. You can start to wiggle your fingertips and start to wiggle your toes. And you can start to shimmy your shoulders a little bit. Maybe move your head from side to side. And then gently opening your eyes. Thank you so much. I hope this has been beneficial for you, and I hope the tips may help you in the future to help you adjust your own personal, unique meditation. Namaste.